Lesson Sharp 16 Exercise Sharp 2 Practice adjusting the energy of the reproductive organs, pink energy of the uterus and blue energy of the prostate. The energy of the uterus is pink, like a pink flamingo, and the energy of the prostate is blue. Most often you can find mixed colors, pink with an admixture of blue in purposeful women who are forced to take on male responsibilities. Their uterus begins to produce energy of male vibrations, blue with an admixture of pink in men who are forced to obey a woman. Their prostate gland produces energy of female vibrations. A woman with the pink-blue energy of the uterus attracts a man with the blue-pink energy of the prostate. At first, such an alliance seems very successful to both partners, but over time, mutual dissatisfaction with each other and irritability rapidly increases. A woman is increasingly annoyed that there is no man in Sharp 39 as shoulder to lean on, there is no proverbial, reliable stone wall, and she is forced to drag everything on herself and plow like a horse. A man is irritated that he is commanded, constantly pointed out to him, and at the same time the partner is always dissatisfied with everything. If a man begins to produce a pure blue color of prostate energy, or a woman begins to appear a pure pink color of the uterus as a result of working on yourself, the energy of the partner also begins to change. But this does not always happen. The fact is that it is much easier for our body to weaken its energy than to strengthen it. When the body works in a certain mode and color of energy for a long time, it can be quite difficult to rearrange the work of its organs and switch to another level of vibration. It is difficult for a man who grew up in a family with an authoritarian and hyper-caring mother, who is used to obeying a woman from childhood, to switch to the male level of vibrations of the body. The partner whose energy of the uterus was pink-blue, and then suddenly became pink, on the energy level causes him perplexity. A woman who is used to deciding and doing everything herself is also perplexed by the dominant behavior of her man. There is confusion and internal protest to changes in the energy background in both cases. The body screams, "Give it all back, it was more comfortable for me." A man can start behaving just like a small child, provoking his partner with his behavior to produce energy of male vibrations. A woman can begin to behave more independently, defending, as it seems to her, her freedom and equality, thereby generating more energy of male vibrations, which provokes the partner to produce female energy. If a man and a woman can adjust to these changes together, their relationship will be continuing on a new, higher level. If you cannot adjust and switch to another level and only one of the partners changes, the union breaks up, and everyone finds himself someone else. It should be noted that if a person is looking for a new partner in the process of changing their energy or immediately after changes, they find a copy of the previous one and step on the same rake. Because as soon as a person is left alone, the body begins to work in the same mode that it was before living together with the previous partner. Here is our energy and attracts people with energy, which is already familiar to us from the past experience of living together. To avoid such repetition, we need to give ourselves some time for loneliness, a period when our energy system is finally reconfigured to a new level of work. The reasons for the incorrect operation of the energy of the uterus and prostate are hidden in the distant childhood and upbringing, inextricably linked with the history of the people. As a result of frequent and prolonged wars, almost the entire 20th century men were crippled, with many psychological trauma. Women were forced to take the lead in order to take care of men and children. Little girls from an early age saw their mothers and grandmothers taking care of others, while men lay on the sofa and read the newspaper. You're a girl, you should clean, cook and be able to do everything around the house. You're a woman, be patient, be wise, no money earn. This is how distorted values were formed, when a woman should be stronger than a man. This is most clearly shown in the film Princess on Beans. After the revolution of 1917 in Russia, a man of a noble family served time for belonging to the aristocracy and returned home very ill. His wife tenderly cared for him in front of her little daughter. When the girl grew up, she herself began to work in 3 jobs, and her husband lay on the sofa and studied the Bible, sincerely considering himself a philosopher. Intuitively, the woman knew that it was all wrong, and sometimes snapped at her husband. However, after throwing her husband off the sofa, she immediately began to lament and moan over the bump on his forehead. In addition to her husband, the woman also screamed at her daughter, because she believed that her daughter should not sleep either, but should do something. After all, she is a girl. When the heroine meets a real man, she does not dare to stay with him. She is just not used to the man taking care of her, but not she of him. When she returns home, she sees her husband, who is washing the floors in the entrance, doing the work for her, and immediately chases him. "You do it wrong, go away, I am Sharpo 39, I'll do everything myself." Boys also see a distorted picture of the relationship between men and women from early childhood. And when a boy shows a primordially masculine quality to protect himself or someone else, he immediately receives a punishment for bad behavior and a strict order. You can and Sharpo 39 to fight. Good boys don and Sharpo 39 to fight. They should be able to solve all problems peacefully. And, of course, good boys should be obedient. If we add to this the common attitudes, men don and Sharpo 39 to cry, only women clean up, children should be raised by the mother, and many others, we get a full set of distorted values both for men and women. The result of the distorted norms of behavior learned in childhood is the incorrect operation of the uterus and prostate. To recalibrate the energy of the uterus and prostate to work properly, we increase the energy of these organs. Pure pink color energy of the uterus in women and the clear blue color of the energy of the prostate gland in men are extremely rare. Women have such energy at times when she very much wants to please a man. A typical example is Marilyn Monroe and her double. If we look at a photo of Marilyn, imagine her image and breathe through her uterus with a white color, and then also work with a photo of her double, we will see that the energy of the uterus is different. The energy of Marilyn and Sharpo 39's uterus is pink and burgundy redundant, because she really wanted men to like her, and that is what her career was built on. There is even a special term, Marilyn Monroe syndrome, in psychology. The energy is very highly concentrated, long produced by the organ, changing color from pink to burgundy, and plus the position of the victim. This woman deliberately chose a difficult relationship, doomed to failure. The double of Marilyn Monroe has about 50% female energy and 50% male energy, or even less. A woman dresses up as Marilyn Monroe in order to succeed and earn money, and the uterus generates the appropriate energy. If we choose a partner, we can also breathe through his organ and understand what kind of person we met. If we always meet partners with distorted work of the uterus or prostate, this is an occasion to do serious work on yourself. Normally, men should have about 80–85% of the blue male energy. If a man has 100% male energy, it is likely that in a relationship he will be prone to despotism and physical abuse. Women should also have about 80–85% of the pink female energy. A woman is completely unsuited to life with 100% of a woman and Sharpo 39's energy or more. As we have already seen in the example of Marilyn, she is not independent, avoids responsibility and decision-making, shifting all decisions to her partner. If your energy in the uterus or prostate is only 20–40%, the character of a person will develop in accordance with the energy of his organ. Increasing the energy of their organ, women become more feminine, and men become more masculine. Sometimes there are women who do not have a pink color at all. Usually these women have problems with hormones. In their body there can be a lot of male hormones or there are none at all, but there are very few female hormones that turn out in fact a neuter gender. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. All have a good mood and bye.